Welcome back to the channel where we continue along with making the switch to Google Analytics 4. Today we are going to talk about the Explore feature, which has basically replaced the saved reports function from Universal Analytics. It is one of the main categories. We talked about reports in an earlier video. Today we talk about the Explore feature, which is also up there with advertising and the configure section. And what the Explorations does is allows you to create and save reports based on the customer acquisition, customer funnel. If you want to look at cohorts and different things, the Explorations function, they do have some pre-built-in explorations, and then you can also create your own. Now, once you click on the Explorations, you will see a template come up that says blank, which is to create a new one, or used one of the pre-built templates. Now, the templates have everything from funnel exploration, path exploration, cohort, user lifetime, and user explorer. You can also explore some of the different segments. So what this allows you to do is create detailed segments by either the acquisition, by the medium, or the source. So we're going to take a look at the segment overlap exploration. And this is what it looks like. This one segments out your traffic. And remember, you define the time period. So it defaults to the last month, 28 days. But in this example from this website, they've got mobile traffic, tablet traffic, and then age 25 to 54. And you can see the mobile traffic, there is a little bit of an overlap. Tablet traffic was a little bit separate from the other. And then you can look at the count of the events or sessions or however you want to break it down by some of the metrics. And the basic screen to set this up, this is pre-built. You have the variable section and you have the tab settings. Now the variable section, first off, starts off with the exploration name. This one, if you're doing your own exploration, you can name it right there. Then you have the time frame, and you set your time frame, and then you have your segments and your dimensions. Now your segments are things like direct traffic, paid traffic, mobile traffic, a specific city, or maybe a specific customer acquisition. And your dimensions are more things like your country, your city, event counts, conversion counts, revenue, and things like that. You can also break it down by some of the different rows. You can sort it by most to least or least to most. So the variables does allow you a lot of ways to look at your data. And remember, then you save these reports, and just like the old reports, you can share them. You can also share them with all users on the account, or you can go back and then take a look at them depending on how often you want to look at your explorations. One of the more common explorations is acquisition. You can take a look by campaign if you're running pay-per-click campaigns. Also, if you do a variety of email campaigns, you can take a look at that. Also, your first campaign or your first campaign source or your medium. And remember that when you're looking at your acquisition, you've got your email, you got your organic, you've got your direct, and then if you've done any custom acquisitions, those would show up as well for possibility of segmenting and taking a look at some explorations on your traffic, especially if you want to see the path to purchase. And you can also look at custom by ID. So you can literally see how many sessions they've had, what they've done on those sessions, total time on site, and where they are from, to get more of a detailed breakdown and how they actually convert on your website. If you don't have a lot of conversions, you can actually take a look at each of the conversions. One of the handier functions here is your filter. You can either include or exclude by your either regex expressions or your contains, and also other options in your filter. This is where you're going to get down more of a breakdown and take a look at your conversion and how they've went through the funnel to complete a purchase, or if they've done something on your website that you want to track as an event or a conversion. So it is a little bit higher level of difficulty. This is something you want to spend a little bit of time in to get to learn. Remember, always create a couple of explorations and then you have them to go back to, and then to kind of use as a starting point, you can then do kind of a save as and create new explorations. One of the main things you want to do is create a couple of explorations right away. Some of the ones that I like to do with different accounts that I work on are email, pay-per-click, organic traffic, break that down by segments, or even track your link clicks coming into the site or your outbound link clicks, and then also your conversions. That's a look at explorations. We're going to come back in a future video and show you how to actually do a custom exploration on the channel. If you have a question, leave a comment as we continue along in the transition to Google Analytics 4.